Welcome to Spaceverse, your portal to cosmic adventures. It's fascinating to think that billions of years ago, asteroid collisions might have actually delivered the building blocks of life to Earth. Over time, more asteroid impacts brought key elements that helped life evolve and flourish. But it's not all good news. Some asteroid strikes, like one that's thought to have caused a mass extinction, were far from beneficial. Still, despite the ups and downs, Earth has hosted a thriving variety of life for billions of years, and we definitely don't need any more asteroid impacts. Unfortunately, asteroid movements are beyond our control, and there are plenty out there in our solar system that could cause massive damage if they collided with our planet. While some asteroids come dangerously close, we've been lucky so far. Scientists are always on the lookout for asteroids that could pose a threat to Earth in the future. By studying their trajectories, they can predict if a collision is likely. But what if our understanding of their movements isn't complete? What if there's something we haven't discovered yet, something unknown influencing their paths? Recently, while observing an asteroid's orbit, scientists stumbled upon a surprising finding. This discovery has raised some alarms, leading them to keep a particularly close eye on one asteroid, Apophis. It's set to make a near approach to Earth in 2029. But what did scientists uncover in their research, and why is Apophis causing such concern? Let's dive into it. It all kicked off in 2023. Picture this: a sunny morning in the Utah desert, where a spacecraft touched down after one of the most incredible journeys ever undertaken by humanity. It traveled over 2 billion miles. Inside its capsule was a precious gift from the distant past, a sample of rock and dust from an ancient asteroid called Bennu. Bennu, a spinning, top-shaped asteroid just 500 meters wide, is like a time capsule filled with secrets from the early days of our solar system. It holds clues about the formation of our cosmic neighborhood, dating back more than 4.5 billion years. With its loose rubble, Bennu is believed to contain primordial compounds, including organic molecules that could have played a part in the rise of life on Earth. When NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft landed on Bennu's surface in October 2020, it collected these precious fragments, pieces of history that could reveal the building blocks of our planet. The data from this mission has already been invaluable to planetary science. But then, physicist Udite Tsai from Los Alamos National Laboratory took a closer look at Bennu's orbit using both OSIRIS-REx data and earlier observations from the ground. What he found was surprising. He wondered, is there something in Bennu's path that doesn't quite make sense? Could there be a tiny, hidden force, too subtle to measure directly, but powerful enough to shift the asteroid's course? After digging into the data, Tsai and his team suggested that slight, almost imperceptible changes in Bennu's orbit might point to an unknown force at play. As Udite put it, the oddities in the trajectories of objects often lead us to new discoveries in physics. Here's how scientists uncovered the mystery behind the unknown force. Imagine you're playing billiards, but instead of the balls rolling straight, each one veers off course, like there's an invisible hand nudging them. You start to think, maybe the table is slightly tilted. Even though you can't see the tilt, the way the balls move tells you something is affecting them. In much the same way, when scientists were analyzing Bennu's orbital data, they noticed something strange and began to suspect an unseen force might be influencing the asteroid's path. This discovery is concerning because it points to gaps in our understanding of how objects move in space. Without a complete picture, predicting the movement of asteroids could become much trickier. And with Apophis' close approach to Earth in 2029, that uncertainty is even more alarming. On April 13, 2029, Apophis will pass within just 20,000 miles of Earth, close enough to be visible to the naked eye from some parts of the world. While scientists believe a collision is unlikely during this flyby, even small errors in their predictions could have serious consequences for future encounters. This 370-meter asteroid has been monitored for years, but recent findings about unknown forces affecting asteroid trajectories have raised new concerns about a potential collision with Earth. The upcoming flyby of Apophis in 2029 offers a crucial chance for scientists to study its path in detail, uncover more about these mysterious forces, and refine their ability to predict its future movements. But that's not the only scenario that's got scientists on edge. In a groundbreaking study, Canadian astronomer Paul Wiegert has challenged previous assumptions about Apophis orbit. His research reveals a slight but not insignificant possibility that the asteroid's path could be altered in a way that might put it on a collision course with Earth in 2029. This surprising twist has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Wiegert's study presents a new perspective on Apophis. While its orbit has been considered safe for the next century, Wiegert suggests that even a tiny collision with a space object, like a small asteroid or debris, could change Apophis' trajectory, potentially sending it on a dangerous path toward Earth. Using computer models, Wiegert and his team explore the chances of this happening before Apophis' close flyby in 2029. They discovered that even an object as small as 0.6 meters could shift Apophis' course enough to push it into what's known as a keyhole trajectory, a specific gravitational path that might lead to a future collision with Earth. The odds of this happening are incredibly small, less than 1 in 2 billion for 2029, and less than 1 in a million for a delayed impact. Even if such an event did occur, only about 5% of these collisions would push Apophis into a collision course with Earth. So, in total, the chance of Apophis actually hitting Earth remains less than 1 in 2 billion. Still, it's a scenario worth keeping an eye on. While the odds are incredibly slim, the possibility of an impact can't be entirely dismissed. The study highlights the unpredictable nature of space, where even the tiniest collisions can lead to huge consequences. It's a reminder of why we need to keep a constant watch over both massive near-Earth objects like Apophis and smaller debris that could pose a hidden threat down the line. But Apophis isn't the only asteroid on scientists' radar. Another object under close scrutiny is 2007 Feet 3, which measures around 340 meters in diameter. It has a 1 in 11.5 million chance of colliding with Earth on March 3, 2030. In an effort to better prepare for these kinds of threats, NASA recently conducted a hypothetical exercise to test Earth's readiness for an asteroid impact. The simulation involved an asteroid previously undetected due to its orbit around the Sun, heading straight for Earth. This asteroid, estimated to be large enough to cause serious regional damage, was projected to strike in 2038. The asteroid was believed to be between 60 and 800 meters in size, with a 72% chance of hitting Earth. With only 6 months to gather more data using telescopes, scientists found themselves in a race against time. Despite having a 14-year warning, the exercise revealed that humanity would be ill-prepared to prevent such a disaster. Early observations weren't enough to determine the asteroid's size, composition, or exact trajectory, showing just how much more work we need to do. To make matters worse, the asteroid was expected to pass behind the Sun, making it impossible to observe for a crucial 7 months. This highlighted several key challenges in planetary defense. One major issue is our limited ability to deflect or disrupt an asteroid on short notice. Current technologies, like kinetic impactors or nuclear devices, need years of development and testing before they can be used effectively. The recent exercise served as a wake-up call for the world to prioritize planetary defense. It reminded us that while asteroid impacts are rare, they are a real threat, and we need proactive measures to safeguard our planet. On top of that, the discovery of an unknown force influencing asteroid movements adds another layer of difficulty for scientists trying to predict future impacts. The unexpected behavior of asteroids like Bennu suggests there are subtle yet important forces at work that we don't fully understand. This lack of clarity makes it harder to accurately predict asteroid paths, especially over long periods. Even tiny errors in calculations could result in drastic changes, potentially shifting an asteroid onto a collision course with Earth. And that's it. Thanks for joining us on this journey through space. From the mysterious forces affecting asteroids like Bennu to the potential risks of Apophis, we've explored how unpredictable space can be. While the chances of an asteroid impact are slim, the need for planetary defense is real. Stay tuned to Spaceverse for more updates on the latest discoveries and space missions. Until next time, keep looking up.